everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with Homestead Arcana. It just came out today and I do have it on Game Pass. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, they don't make that easy. That is... you have to use the mouse to click on it. Okay. Now can I like roll out here? Okay, we'll just leave it as is. I guess there, this, ooh, this changes the color just a little bit. Eye color. Let's do that red. I'm not sure. Oh, that darkens it. We'll make it a little bit lighter and then, oh, that actually, oh, that's weird. It changes some stuff about it. How about here? Then I can have hair. Curtain bangs. I always say I don't love the hair. It's not very cute. It is not cute. Bandana braid. It's defying gravity. Side cut. I mean, there is poofs. Medium long. I don't love it. I guess we could do that. Okay, we'll do this one, I guess. I'm not in love with any of the hairs, to be honest. Okay. I don't understand what that's supposed to be doing. We do white hair. Maybe like that. And we can just do the blue eyebrows as well. Okay, I think there was this one and that one, but I don't really see anything. Okay. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't have a lot of choice. So let's go ahead and take that.
The world was not always covered in miasma. As a matter of fact, we used to live all over the surface of the earth, in scattered outposts and bustling cities. Whether it was by divine punishment or by consequence of human greed, we lost all those things, and more. These days, folks live on barren mountaintops, fearing the day the miasma's fog rises high enough to poison what little land there is left. Certainly, there were a brave few who tried to stem the tide, but they paid dearly for it, with nothing in return. No, there is little hope for long-term survival now. Instead, towns like Little Rock endure to thrive as much as they possibly can. With the time they have left, they establish initiatives like the Homestead Arcana program, which places witches of age at lower elevations so they may cultivate plants for back home. With the lack of viable land, this means witches settle right next to the border where the miasma lies. Though Little Rock Council cannot officially take action, they strongly advise these witches to avoid the miasma at all costs. For fear of death, or worse.
This is your stop, ain't it?
Got everything on you, bud? Mm-hmm. Thanks for the ride, Abraham.
Yep. Well, see you later. Son willing, of course.
All right. Let's mosey on down.
So I guess Huckleberry is our talking cat. Okay, camera movement. I guess let's get going. Oh, after reaching the bottom of the hill. Okay. So let's get down to the bottom of the hill. Left bumper to run. That's fine. Ooh.
And there it is, the Dust Eater. That means we've reached our spot. This place has hardly changed. Well, except for all that miasma.
You've been here?
Yeah. And Matilda's old homestead is somewhere in that canyon. Of course, it's covered in miasma now. Who knows what's left? Anyway, Councilman Narrows has given me the honor of overseeing your initiation rites. Normally, he'd be running it, of course, but I've only been back for a week, you know? I wanted to see for myself how much you've improved since I last saw you. So the first rite is to establish a home. After all, you can't be a homesteader without a home. Unfortunately, you'll need to start off with a tent. Not the most sturdy of structures, but gotta start somewhere.
Okay. Homesteader's tent, special placeable item, can only be placed in certain ideal spots. Standard issue tent for Homestead Arcana program. Simple shelter is the first step to building a home in the wilds. Okay. Okay, so I guess I have to place it right here. Like, there's no other option. How do I place the tent?
How's it going?
Chat?
What do you want to talk about?
Never mind.
If you're ever curious about something, I'm always here.
Okay, I mean, it's clearly here. It wants me to place it, but it didn't tell me how to place it. Okay, there's my tent.
Yeah.
Alright, there
That'll
we
keep
go.
the elements out. Probably. Maybe. Don't worry. You'll get the materials to build a proper house before long. Just like your Aunt Matilda did. Now, the second rite demonstrates your botany know-how. You'll need to plant a seedling and then make it grow. We'll start with a Little Rock favorite, corn.
Okay, so I have corn seedling. Plantable item, the humble beginnings of a tall stalk of corn. Few sprouts are poking through the bag already. Okay, so where would we put this? I'm assuming over in this area? But do we have to clear it first? Well, how do I do anything, though? Okay, so where would we plant this corn? Oh, garden must be around this tree. Yes, okay.
All right. Now I want to see you cast a watering spell.
Alright, I don't know what that is. Recipes, map, objective. Okay, I guess I have to inspect it. Alright. Press the arrow to water the plant. Just... Okay. Once a day. Alright. Use the watering tool. I did that.
That should help it grow. At least a little. Of course, channeling is much more effective.
Alright.
You do know how to channel, right?
Remind me.
Stop pulling my tail. I've seen you channel before. Channeling is that thing you do where you pull mana from the earth and guide it through the plant, making it instantly grow. You know, channeling. Now stop making me look like a fool and show me you can channel.
Okay. Channel. Do I have to pull it up? Why does it say channeling blocked? Oh, I have to, do I have to hold it? I guess I have to hold it? Oh, no, that. Okay. They do not make this easy, do they? Oh, do I have to move all this stuff in there? Again, they should probably be a little bit more specific about what they want from me. Okay. When a yield is ripe, you can harvest it. With no tool active, select the yield... Hold on. There, okay. Material used for crafting, consumable, staple maize, fast growing and plentiful. Most households eat it daily, and only if you know about its applications in witchcraft.
Beautiful. Imagine if you couldn't channel, huh? Your plants would take forever to grow. Of course, you don't want to overdo it and blight the poor thing. All things in moderation, right? The second rite is complete. And now, time for the third. You'll prove yourself as a witch by building a cauldron and then brewing spell potions. Now, I can't just give you a cauldron. That's part of the witching test. But technically, a workbench doesn't have anything to do with being a witch, right?
Okay. So I got a basic workbench, placeable item station used for crafting, a mechanical table used to automate crafting of tools and furniture, technological marvel, which saves not only time, but the loss of fingers. Okay. Exit the corner. So I guess we're putting down a crafting bench. Maybe we put it over here. Hopefully. Crafting bench. Okay, I can put it, I want to put it back here. I could put it over there. I mean, I guess I want it close. But like, if I have to build my house, I don't want it too close. So maybe right here.
I don't mean to nag, but are you sure that's the best place for it? Try moving it to a better spot.
Dude! Let me put it how I want it. Buildings and plants that have already been placed can be moved or returned. Come on, leave it there. Like, click off of it. Now I don't know. Enter move mode. Okay. Where do you want it? Just tell me. Fine, right here.
Not sure if that's a good spot for it either. No matter. If you change your mind, you can just move it again. Anyway, the cauldron. You'll need wood for the foundation, lavender for purification, and metal for the, well, cauldron. You can get some of those things in the meadow to the north, but that's blocked off. Luckily, I have all the ingredients you need.
Okay. Lavender, material used in crafting, commonly used for air purification. Its strong floral scent can relax the senses, but it can also be overpowering when used in conjunction with magic. Wood, material used for crafting. Common wood for crafting farming tools or larger items for easy homesteading. It produces a steady and reliable flame when burned, making it ideal for fuel. Metal cluster, materials used for crafting. Shiny and malleable material, typically crafted into hardened tools or structures. Scholars have theorized its ability to grow like a shrubbery is caused by the miasma in the ground. Okay. So let's go to our workbench. Recipes. Swap sides. Select the recipe. Bumper, crafting stations. Oh, cauldron. Okay, I see. Craft. I guess it takes some time to do it. Okay, finish crafting. Crafting, collecting items. Complete items can be retrieved from the crafting station's collection area. Collect. Okay. Placeable item. Station used for crafting. This reliable potion making device has been around for ages. It's probably existed for as long as there have been witches.
Very nice. All it needs now is something brewing in there and you'll be a real witch. Which brings me to the third rite. Potion making. With what you've currently got, you'd only be able to make a ripple potion. But that's alright. Ripple is plenty useful. Oh, right. You need silver. Before you ask, I do have some on me, but, these will be the last of the handouts.
Okay, silver, currency, also material used for crafting. The only existing currency left in the world. Plentiful enough that witches also use its malleable properties for their spells. Okay. Upgrade your shelter to heal more. You can only sleep at night. It does appear to be night, but I guess I have to place my cauldron. So we'll place it right here. And we want potions, ripple. Alright. So take that. Ripple spell potion. Spell potion highlights items, creatures, and sight ranges. One of the first spells a young witch will learn, as it is useful as it is easy to craft.
People are always losing things, right? And Ripple is great for finding stuff. So this'll be a bestseller for sure. Anywho, you've just completed the initiation rites. So you're now officially a part of the Homestead Arcana program. Congratulations. Your reward lies in... Oh no.
What's wrong?
But you have to understand the miasma tides are unpredictable. When I hit it a week ago, the border was a good 10 yards away. What I'm saying is, I think your prize is in the miasma.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all. I was hoping it wasn't going to come to this. Well, not so soon anyway. When you're ready, meet me by the border and listen to my instructions, okay?
Alright, new quest, a trip to the dark. I mean, I guess we'll go follow him, since we have nothing else to do. What is that?
Alright. As soon as you walk through that veil, you're gonna be breathing miasma. And you're really gonna feel it in your lungs. That's why it's important that you find the reward as soon as possible. It's in a crate not too far from here, but it might be hard to see it. Drinking a ripple potion will enchant your sight and help you see better. Come on, give it a sip.
Okay, so to equip a spell, select a spell slot in your inventory, then select a potion to equip the spell. What's my inventory? That. Okay, inventory. Spells. Okay. You feel the sweet and sharp tang of the spell go down your throat. Alright, you should be able to cast it now. Okay, once a spell is equipped, it will last a certain amount of time. Begin casting a spell with the arrow.
Notice how I'm big and bright? Anything important will light up like I do. Okay, don't stay too long in the miasma. Keep an eye out for a wooden crate. It shouldn't be too far from the entrance.
Okay. I guess let's go. Crap. Do I have a health thing? Oh, there. Blasting powder, used to clear pathways blocked by pink porous crystals. An incredibly rare item nowadays, as its crafting material can only be found in the locations covered by asthma. Is that it? Yes. Ooh, okay.
You okay? Are you dizzy? How's your breath? Your blood pressure? Are you sure? Maybe it's some miasma talking. Either way, we need to get you some food. The box had blasting powder, right? You should be able to use it to destroy the pink stone that's blocking the path up north. Over there, we should be able to get you a quick bite to eat.
Okay, so I need to go up north. Okay, cat. Come on, tell me where to go. Okay, right over here. You see now, there's wild plants everywhere. You bet you could find a bush of metal if you're looking hard enough. But first, you need to find an apple, if only to make your familiar less worried. Can I break that? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Harvest an apple. Those are not crabapple trees. I guess it's this one that's all lit up. Material used for crafting, only found in the wild, consumable. Mildly sweet and incredibly juicy. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, a crabapple. Give it a bite.
Okay, so I guess we did that. Eat the apple. We'll harvest that one too. Okay, so...
Feeling better? You should keep looking around here, by the way. Lots of wood, metal, various herbs and spices. Now, I understand that you might want to explore the miasma some more, but there are other things you can be doing. For example, Abraham should be coming back any time now, and when he does, he'll have useful things to buy. And oh, I think you have mail. You should always be checking your mail. Never know what's going to be in there.
Okay. So, I mean, it does look like... Okay, I can get more crab apples. There are more. So we might as well harvest what we can get. Any more? I think there's one down here. Oh, I don't like this. I wonder if it would be better with the mouse. But I don't like moving on the keyboard and mouse. Let's tend a wild onion. Wild onion, materials used for crafting. Only found in the wild. Consumable. An onion foraged in the wild, sweeter than the traditional onion. Toxic to most animals, but the effects on familiars are unknown. Okay. So, I guess let's kind of look around. I do need to, I guess, go read mail. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get that done. That was an onion. Pick up compost. Okay. Item used on plants. Boost the speed of plant growth. Great for scraps. Okay. Adding compost. To speed up plant growth, interact with the plant, press up, and then hover over the plant. And press RB. Okay. Let's get back to our mailbox. We're up here. Now, where is this mailbox? Read a letter from the mail bird. Where's the mail bird? It does not say. Actually, do we have to go up this way? Where's the cat? I can't even see the cat. But you'd think it would be, my mailbox would be by my house. Okay, nothing there. Oh, well, here's the cat. Where's the mailbox, man?
How's it going? What do you want to talk about? If you're ever curious about something, I'm always here.
Okay, read a letter from a mail bird. Open a parcel bird. Well, that means... I don't know. Why do you gotta make things difficult? Just put it by my house. Is it in my house? No. It's not this, because that's my cauldron. This thing? Oh, jeez. Mail perch. Receiving mail birds. If you see a mail bird perched here, interact with it to open the letter, return the letter to send the mail bird away. Okay. Heather, this is a reminder that the purpose of the Homestead Arcana program is the delivery of supplemental goods as required by the Little Rock Council. Occasions may arise where a shortage occurs as there is a delicate balance of crops, potions, materials, and other supplies. Under such circumstances, we will pay double for the completion of that job. You're doing Little Rock a great service. Remember where you came from, Homesteader. It's what this is all about. Fine. Okay. Your mother and father, the people who raised you, and your brother Zeb. Little Rock. Okay. And then we needed parcels. Open package hutch. Okay. I thought this was going to be for chickens. Heather, we're so proud of you. Without folks like you joining the Homestead Arcana program, I'd fear for Little Rock's livelihood. Instead, we managed to not only survive, but thrive. Pops, Zeb, and I are all going to miss you, but we know you're doing very important work, and so we will support you as best as we can. To start, I sent over one of your favorites, pumpkin pie. Okay.
Yep, always check your mail. And your packages, too. Never know what you'll get. And, make sure to take advantage when Abraham's here so you can sell your produce for silver. Wait, I already said that, didn't I? Look, I know you want to go back into the miasma. Just remember when you're in there that the town still needs you. When you want to go back in there, talk to me. I'll give you a device that'll help you breathe easier.
Pumpkin pie, craftable with a grill, consumable. A crunchy bottom and the smell of nutmeg and cinnamon raids the senses, the quintessential scent of autumn. Okay, new quest, preparing for the worst. Exit the packet hutch. Okay. Where are you, cat? I guess we're gonna go back to the miasma? Why is there a thing here?
This is a mask for protection. It won't stop the poison from reaching your lungs, but it'll slow it down. Tilly, your Aunt Matilda, found it years ago during one of our expeditions. Again, it's not going to make you invincible, and it definitely won't protect you from the wildlife out there. But it's better than nothing. Anyway, if you're insisting on going out into the miasma, you might as well try and find something useful, I guess. Tilly's old homestead isn't far from here. Maybe you can find her grill. And that way you don't have to keep eating raw apples and corn.
Okay. Now do I have the mask on, or is that something I have to equip? It's compost, pumpkin pie. So this is, I guess this is how my inventory will be. So the pumpkin pie takes up a lot of inventory space, I guess. Okay. So am I wearing this, though? It didn't give me an option. I assume I am, because there's nothing in my inventory, and I don't see anything about equipment. Okay, let's see. How do we want to do this. Alright, I guess let's go in. I guess this is what we have. Okay. And it looks like I have... Oh, that does 3 minutes of stuff? What is this? Does not tell me. I wish it gave me an idea. And silver. There are plants with harvestable bulbs. Lesser miasma bulb. Material used for crafting a small organic orb with a bit of miasma gas. Certain members of the Academy theorized it could be used to create strong gardening implements, but the recipes vanished along with the Academy itself. It's fine. Maybe over this way? Vision of the Claimed. While hunting for treasure, I passed out at some point, and when I woke up, all the things I gathered were gone. They returned to where I found them. Aside from the sun? Possibly. I'm hoping that so long as I can get out of here conscious, miasma won't take the goods back. All this salvage, all these rare plants, they're simply too valuable to leave be. Okay. Lavender seedling. Plantable item. Seedling brimming with purple petals. Even in its early form, a powerful scent can be detected. I cannot read today. What is this? Open stash. Crap. Wood. We are gonna run out of stuff. Treasure, fruits I haven't seen in ages, useful silver and linen, even recipes for things I've never heard of, and they appear randomly without reason. Huck always made it a point to demonize the miasma, bless his heart, but I don't think he understands how useful it can be. I cannot wait to show him what I found. Okay, where's the homestead? Plantable item. A budding stalk with few leaves. It produces distinct smell reminiscent of fresh ingredients. Thing. Okay, so I only have like 3 minutes to do this apparently. Pick up silver. Oh, I hate that I don't know where this is. There it is. Okay. There is a grill, so let's go ahead and grab that. Up close, the grill seems fairly simple in construction. You likely need wood, metal, and maybe an onion to season the pot. On top of the grill, you also notice a jar with a note on it. Okay. Take journal. Jar instructions to whomever has the means to continue my work. I discovered a way to expedite dust eater growth. Combined with the Fieldling Gilbert method, there's tangible hope of fighting back the miasma. Take this specialized fertilizer and pour it down the offending miasma scar. Within seconds, the dust eater should bloom and seal the earth's wound. The world wasn't always like this. We can still heal our land. Matilda. The note really built up this jar. You wonder if Huckleberry knows something about it, and if he's willing to reveal anything. Jar of something, a mysterious item, its use unknown, a jar filled with unknown substance. Only Matilda Gardner or her familiar may know what it contains. Okay, I just needed the recipe, right? Pick up stool recipe. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. It doesn't look like I can get back there, but let's come over here. Tilly's Homestead Journal. Summer 77th, 207YF. Some bless my return from the miasma today, though my journey was unsettling. The cloud around me stirred, but nothing was visible through the dense fog. I can only describe what I felt as a presence. Maybe it was the miasma itself. Like something was observing me like I'd been observing the miasma. My eyes are beginning to droop. I haven't seen Huck all day. I sure hope he knows his way back. Okay, there's some more. Huck finally returned to camp. Apparently he made some friends with the local hoppers and got a little sidetracked, that scamp. I also found remnants of the academy. Studies on combating miasma spread and mentions of eradicating it permanently. I wish more saw the value of their research. It's delight mixed with darkness out here, though I guess that's true regardless of where you hang your cloak at night. Bless the sun, I made it out of the miasma alive today. I was looking for scars, close to finding one too, I'm pretty sure. Perhaps that's why what happened. It was like my filter clogged even though it was freshly crafted. After emerging from the cloud, its presence lingered. Like I brought a piece of the miasma back with me. Huck disappeared again. I trust him to find his way back, but after today I might ask him to stick a little closer than usual. Okay. Open stash. Okay. Item stash. What is that? What was that? Crabapple, but with miasma gunk on it. And anything here? No. I mean, I still have a bit of time now that we've actually found the homestead to do other stuff. Can I jump? Or am I stuck now? Okay. There's cotton seedlings. Once considered extremely abundant and low quality, the cotton seedling is now considered a rare find. Okay, I have about 2 minutes. We do want to head back shortly. There's a well, so let's look down here. Letter from Marvin. Tilly, I'm sorry so many moons have passed since my last letter, sis. I've had my hands full with the kids. Heather's already developed a penchant for magic, and Zeb's found an affinity for fabrics. I sense a lot of you and Heather, fascinated by the mysteries of the world, rarely satisfied with the given answer, and always falling into trouble. I know you've always wanted me to come with you, but you ought to understand that we all have different callings in life. Mine is looking after these children. I'm sure Huckleberry is treating you well. Is this a letter from your pops? Okay. There's a bunch of stuff over here. Oh, pick up compost. A missing item. So, is this the... No, we need to go back. Try to get out. Okay, can't go in there. Oh, but that's something. Take journal. The Fielding-Gilbert method. Examining the effects of miasma spread and corruption have yielded critical results in the efforts to cease its spread. This led to the establishment of the Fielding-Gilbert method. This requires concocting a fertilizer that is poured into the miasma scar, which was probably that right there. Where the inner dust eater burrows into the affected earth and absorbs the miasma. The roots, if able to prosper, also double as a suture for the terrain wound and seal the pocket from lethal miasma bursts. While monumental in the Academy's campaign to eliminate the miasma, the Fielding-Gilbert method is... Okay. Inventory full, make space. I guess I can move things around. Okay, let's see. Do we have any room for this? Okay, move it. Place, and we should then be able to grab that. Old blanket. One of Aunt Matilda's old belongings. A small blanket woven from coarse yarn. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of here. We don't want to get stuck. Okay, we were already there, so we must go this way. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked. We just need to get out. Just need to get out. There we go. Right over here. Okay, miasma items freed. Okay, so everything now is fine. We didn't want to lose anything, that's good. I guess we'll talk to Huckleberry in our next episode. I do need to eat. Apparently this golden bar up there is a food bar. So we do want to eat. But yeah, I guess that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode. In the next one, we'll finish talking to Huckleberry. We'll go plant our stuff, do what we need to do. But yeah, that is everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!